All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How are you going? I had a little bit of a break from videos yesterday because I was learning a few things from one of my favorite chartists when he was going through some of the silver stocks that are ready to pop. And so I've decided to go through a few of the cryptos based on those similar analyses and see which ones are primed to pop, depending what Bitcoin does, obviously, because Bitcoin is the leader. But knowing that we're heading into a bull market, or we're in a bull market for Bitcoin at least, and the alt season is about to follow, we're going to do a deep dive into XLM today and tell you why I think it is ready to pop very, very soon. Before I get into that, please press the like button or smash that like button if you so desire, and click the subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see this stuff more often, because it is important at these times to zoom out a little bit and see where we've come from and where we're going, to know where we're going, right? So Stellar is, if you don't know it, it's a cryptocurrency. It's positioned to be solving some of the problems of the unbanked, and it's a copy of the XRP ledger, so it's possibly going to be working with some banks in issuing and distributing stable coins, which is still that unbanked thing, giving people digital wallets so that they don't need to be signed up with a bank branch per se. But we can see that there's a bit of history on this Kraken chart that says back in the 1st of January, it kind of opened at about, a fifth of a cent. Spent a couple of months going sideways, then popped out into the first alt season of the last cycle, and then retraced a bit, and then really had that last pump up towards 50 cents, and maybe it even went further on some charts. But we're going to use this chart, the Kraken chart, just because it simply shows exactly what I'm trying to portray, which is that by drawing this trend line, we've got a touch there, got some kind of action here of touching the line and pulling back down below it, another touch there, try to get up to it there, and then a clear breakout in November of this downward trend line. So yes, there was a reversal in March, but there was a clear breakout of the bear market in November. In December there was a back test, so we attempted to come back towards that downward trend line, and then January we've proved that we are on a clear breakout, and we've headed up as high as 41 cents. Now, this is a beautiful chart in the sense that it is doing everything that we want it to do. So bear market, down, reversal in March, confirmation of reversal in November, back test of the reversal in December, and then evidence that we're definitely out of the bear market. So we've got this new trend line upwards here, and it hasn't even attempted to test close to it. So it says that it is super bullish. It says that it's ready to explode. Volume is great. Volume is above average. Distance from the 1 year moving average is big, so it's in the hundreds of percent. That's not so dangerous. I mean, I know back here, when it kind of peaked, I guess it was about that 141%, but I guess the moving average was a lot lower because it had come from a lot lower. But now that we've got a bit more data, that yearly moving average has kind of followed. The fact that we're there, I think Bitcoin's in the 200s at the moment, and it's not looking to correct by any major length. Once we get up to 250%, 300%, 400% above that moving average, double that basically. Once we're double that, that's when you'd start to be going, oh, there's going to be a bit of selling pressure, depending on what happens with the entire market and how bullish things get. We've got this other blue line here, which is the 36-month moving average. Now, because these are both inclining, that's a good sign. And then once this yellow line crosses this blue line, the bullish cross of the 1 year and the 3 year moving average, that's kind of our final signal that we are we are firing. You know, that this chart is firing, that this particular project is firing. And the other thing is, down here on the RSI, we're not overbought by any means on the RSI, and as a matter of fact, we're heading into that sweet spot of that 70 to 80 to 85%. You know, and if it can kind of hover and bounce around in here for a long while, it's going to just keep firing to the upside on the monthly chart anyway. Now, I think some of you may get consumed by the daily on the day-to-day. Yes, we've pumped up here and we're bull flagging out again, but that's normal. You know, that's a normal thing. And this dip here, dipped with Bitcoin. You know, this next dip here dips with Bitcoin. You know, so on a day-to-day basis, they're following Bitcoin, but on a monthly, they're kind of doing their own thing as far as showing us how bullish they are. So if we look at Stellar in the kind of two legs it's done in recent times is, you know, we've done 178% leg, and then we did a, what is it? A 250% leg. So the pumps are getting bigger, you know. So what's the next one going to be? Is it going to be 350, 400, 500% leg? Who knows, you know. But what we do know is that it's doing all the right things. It's doing all the right things on the chart. You know what I mean? It's broken out of its monthly resistance level as well. You know, that's the other thing. It's tested this 13-cent level, which was kind of a ceiling. It back tested that and passed. It's clearly away from 13 cents for good. Well, not for good, but you know, at the moment it's clearly away from 13 cents, and nearly got a bullish cross happening in the 1 year and 3 year moving average. Volume is up. There's no volume defined resistance nodes to clear, really. I mean, the last one was 19 cents. Now we're kind of home and free, really. There's no real level of resistance I can see. Maybe a little bit around that 27 cents, but where are we now? 28 cents. So we're kind of clear of any major resistance. RSI is showing that it's not overbought and that it is heading into the bull zone sweet spot. So Stellar is definitely a buy the dips moment if you're accumulating. And yeah, look, I mean, this thing could fire at any day, depending on, you know, what happens in the entire crypto market. But it is ready. It is ready to pop, and especially something that I'll be watching out for is as it becomes, as you know, as this 1 year moving average becomes closer to that 36 month or the 3 year moving average. So that could play out towards the end of the month. So very exciting times for Stellar. This candle has a lot of work left to do. I don't think that wick is the end for this month. I think we're going to see that breaking all-time highs this particular month, and if not early next month. So Stellar is a beautiful one to be a part of and a beautiful one to watch. And like I've said in my previous videos, it's my lucky coin because I think I got in just about here, just before this big pump at 8 cents, which I'm super happy with. I've got enough there to kind of make a large addition to the bank account if and when it goes to the $1, $2, $3, or maybe even $5 to $6. If we're living the dream, you know, and if it is doing what I guess things like XRP did in the last bull run. So Stellar, super duper excited about Stellar, and hope that you are too if you're a holder of it. And I mean, look, at these levels right now, it's still a buy, you know. Even if it is only going to $1, it's still a 3x on your money, you know. So, you know, there's no bad time to buy when you know you're going to have profit. It's just as long as you know the plan and you know that where it's going and where it's come from and where it may turn around again the next time. So, and you know, you can look back to my previous videos on Stellar, and I do price predictions on that, so I won't get into them right now, but just letting you know that Stellar is bullish and Stellar is about to pop. All right, I've been Jared from Crypto Clan. please like, please subscribe, and please click that notification bell. And if you have listened to the end, thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you and speaking to you on the next one.